Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where we are coming to you live from our studio in New Jersey. Happy Memorial Day to all of those out there, and we celebrate our veterans all over the world. We also celebrate those who are currently on active duty. Thank you so much for your service. Our show today is Women in Business, and we love celebrating women across the world, especially women who are reaching out to help lend a hand and give some advice and support to women who are just starting out in the workforce. Today, we have someone joining us for the first time. She's out in LA, Los Angeles, California. For those of you who are wanting to know where our guest is from, I always think it's important that we celebrate our diversity and the globalness really of our platform today. Her name is Mary Komick, and she is someone who's going to be giving us a lot of information, tips, and experience that she's going to share about creating our own brand, creating our own style. Let's welcome her and hear what she has to say. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. You're a personal stylist for female entrepreneurs, and you also are the creator of the Work to Weekend wardrobe. Tell us how you got passionate about fashion and style.
Absolutely. So I've known that I wanted to be a stylist since I was like 11 or 12 years old. That show, What Not to Wear on TLC, where they did the wardrobe makeovers, that was really the catalyst for me wanting to become a stylist. So I went to college for fashion merchandising, and I interned and assisted with celebrity and wardrobe stylists all over Los Angeles to really gain experience in Hollywood on music videos, photo shoots, you name it. I've been on set. I've done all the things, worked with models and actresses. But I really wanted to work with people that were moving the needle and making an impact in the world. And that's why I transitioned my own personal styling business into working with female entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Mary. That's a lot of experience that you have at different levels. So congratulations on what you've accomplished so far.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you've noticed, mistakes that we as women tend to make over and over again? I can think of a few. I'd love to hear is from you as the expert.
Oh, yeah. I mean, trust me, I hear these mistakes kind of on a hamster wheel all day long. The first one that I would say is that people are on this spectrum of shopping habits. On one end, they may hate shopping altogether. They don't want to shop for new clothes. They may have experienced what I like to call dressing room dread, where they pick out all these things, bring them into the dressing room, nothing fits, nothing works, and they feel very defeated and discouraged. They leave them all empty-handed, or they buy a bunch of clothes online that don't work. On the other end, you may love shopping, but you have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear because you were never shopping strategically in the purpose with having intention in mind with what you're actually buying. So I see that a lot, that spectrum of shopping habits where no one has an idea of how they want to present themselves, what clothes, silhouettes, colors, and prints speak to their personal brand, but also how to shop mindfully so that you're investing in the right pieces so that you're not wasting your time and money. So that's the biggest mistake that I see. The second one that I see is where a lot of women wear especially business owners, they wear clothes that do not match their level of success. I like to say that you need to dress like a CEO and not like an employee. If you are still in the employee mindset and you are applying that to the outfits that you wear every day, to the way that you show up, you are not doing the most for your brand, because the way that you show up, the outfits you wear, the clothing that you wear is a walking billboard for your business, and you need to treat it as such. So if you are not shopping with the right strategy and you are not wearing clothes that reflect the business owner that you are incredibly inhibiting your growth as an entrepreneur.
What a powerful comment statement. I absolutely love that. That makes perfect sense. Mary, during the pandemic, many people, including myself, left corporate to start their own firm, their own business. And is there a transition that needs to take place then if you were in corporate as an employee and now you are having your own business? What if you were wearing suits or you were dressed up? Should you take it even to another level now that you have your own business?
Yes, absolutely. So I started my own business in the pandemic. So not only can I speak from my own personal experience as someone who went as an employee to a CEO, but from that of my clients. So from a personal experience, I can tell you that it's a complete shift in mindset, first and foremost. You have to remember that every day you need to wake up with the intention that you're looking at your closet. What's going to move the needle and serve you in business? Are you meeting with clients? Are you prospecting? Are you going over and trying to find business? That's how you look at what you want to wear. For women that are moving from a corporate space into a more entrepreneurial, let's say many women are working from home, those suits may not serve you, right? If you cannot find ways to wear them in 3 ways, which I have a rule of 3, if you can't find 3 occasions to wear them and 3 ways to restyle them, you don't need them. I see that a lot in women that moved from the corporate world into entrepreneurship, where there's no longer a need for them, but they're hanging in your closet and just collecting dust. You need to move that out and make valuable real estate and valuable room for pieces that actually serve you. The blazers may work, but the pencil skirts may look misaligned with your business. It's completely dependent on what your business is. But I think from a work from home standpoint, or even from hybrid, if you do co-working spaces or any type of in-person meeting, you need to create an area in your closet where your clothes speak to your brand so that you're fully representing your business consistently. So you're not wearing those corporate clothing all the time.
Mary, I feel like you're clairvoyant. I was just going through my closets yesterday and I have all these suits that as a broadcaster, I'm not wearing suits, and I'm also a certified coach. I'm not wearing suits, but I hate to let them go because I think, I don't know, maybe one day there'll be a meeting where I need to wear the pencil skirt, the pinstripe suit. So what do we do? Just give them away? I guess we can put them on consignment, but give them a second life so that they keep living on for someone else.
Yes, absolutely. I'm the biggest proponent of giving your clothes a second life and giving them away, especially if they no longer serve you at your own place in business. They could completely help somebody else, an executive in the corporate world, or maybe a new entrepreneur that needs to wear the suit. So there's companies like Dress to Close the Deal, which is a nonprofit organization that takes in fairly worn business casual and business formal clothing. So that's a great place to donate. You can ship it to them. Otherwise, you can just take it to your local nonprofit, Goodwill, any type of donation place. But it's really about understanding that you're getting rid of the old to make room for what serves you. So if you have pieces like suits and pencil skirts and the full pinstripe look and it doesn't work for your business, donating it and making room for clothes that serve your lifestyle, both as a professional and personal standpoint, that's what I would do, is really just donate. And if it's designer or contemporary, you can absolutely consign. You can consign at places online like ThreadUp and The RealReal, or you can mail those items in, or you can go and contribute to small businesses and maybe do a consignment somewhere local to you.
Excellent points. Thank you.
Of course.
What about this topic? At a certain age, we shouldn't, I hate using that word, but we shouldn't be wearing this mini skirts or tube tops, or is there a certain dress standard for our age?
You know what? I like to say that style has no limits, and within that, style is not limited to your age. Now, when we're talking about silhouettes like mini skirts and tube tops and things of that nature, you need to stop thinking of it rather from the limitations of age and rather from the limitations of dressing for your body type, because there is a possibility that those silhouettes actually don't flatter your unique figure. And when you shift that mindset, you're able to identify these silhouettes and fabrics and colors that you want to wear that flatter your figure and make you feel really confident in what you're wearing, rather than saying my age is 45, 50, 60 and I shouldn't be wearing this. It's more of what would I want to wear today that would make me feel super confident and flatter what I've got going on.
Perfect. I love this. Thank you.
Yeah.
I noticed here, I'm in a beach town and there's a lot of people much younger. I'm 60, so let's say they're in their 20s. And I see a lot of really short shorts. And there's midriffs are showing. And in some cases, it looks like the clothes are not aligned with their body type. So is it okay if in our mind we see ourselves as looking a certain way and we dress that way, regardless of that's how we are?
So I actually studied fashion psychology. What you're describing here is what's called fashion incongruence. It's the mindset that you look in yourself in the mirror and you think you're a certain way, so you think you can pull off a different look, and then when you put it on you, you're like, wait, this doesn't look right, or this doesn't look the way that it looked on the mannequin or the model or that photo I saw online, but I think I should just wear this because that's what everybody's wearing. So that's the biggest misconception, is because this is trending, this midriff low rise is super in right now, super short shorts or even like Bermuda shorts and you're petite, right? Just because it's trending doesn't mean you should chase it and spend your money there. You should spend it elsewhere in areas where the silhouettes, cuts, fabrics, colors, prints actually flatter you and the figure that you have, rather than looking like everybody else, because then you're getting caught up in something that's not unique to you or personal to you. You're just dressing for the crowd.
Excellent. Thank you for explaining that. Can you talk to us a little bit about the work to weekend wardrobe?
Absolutely. So this is my signature program and my signature framework. I created this not only for female entrepreneurs, but also professionals who really felt like when they went and opened their closet doors or opened their drawers, that their style did not match their level of success. And they either didn't have anything to wear on the weekend or anything to wear at work. Your wardrobe should not be bifurcated and separated between your professional persona and your personal persona. Speaking to women business owners, I can tell you right now that a lot of women do this, where they, especially after the pandemic and the way that the business world has changed, they're wearing a lot of very comfortable athleisure clothes. They're not really wearing things that are stepping them into that next level. So attracting the clients, the opportunities that they want, the growth of their brand, that has to come from the way that you show up, which is consistently every day creating those effortless everyday outfits as an entrepreneur, so that your brand is always first and foremost what people see by what you wear. So when you're able to dress from work to weekend, you're showing up consistently, you're feeling confident in the clothes that you wear, and you know that you've strategically invested in the right clothes and you're speaking to your personal brand.
Mary, you hit the nail on the head. Something I was going to say about this athleisure wear that I see all the time. Something else I've seen, I don't know if this is a result of the pandemic or if it's a trend. I see high heels being replaced by sneakers.
Yes, yes. So this is absolutely a result of the pandemic. You know, when people were no longer having to go into the office consistently and wearing pumps and mules and high heels, they were like, wait a second, these shoes are actually incredibly uncomfortable and I don't want to wear them. Or women love to wear them, but they've been sitting in their closet collecting dust because they're not getting out of their house enough, because they're still stuck in this mindset that they should be sitting at home wearing all of these dingy, low motivational clothes. So I say if you like wearing heels, you're confident in your ability to walk in them, and they make you feel really killer and badass, wear them. If you have heels in your closet that you haven't worn for maybe a year, 2 or 3. It's time to donate them, let them go, and recognize that they're not a part of your personal style. But it's really about your comfortability in heels and your ability to walk in them. When it comes to sneakers, I totally get it. They're super comfortable, but I do want people to diversify their footwear and recognize you can wear things like sandals, slip on, mules, loafers. There's things outside of sneakers. Just because they're trending doesn't mean you should chase them.
I love this. Now, what about part of our style? I wear a lot of jewelry. I've got hair jewelry. I've got my nails. Is that all important? Does that play a part of our branding?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So, what you're wearing, all of this red in your jewelry, that is what I would describe as part of your signature style. Now, as female entrepreneurs, it's incredibly important, as everybody knows, to really keep a hold of everyone's eyes and increase your brand awareness. And a great way to do that is by developing a signature style and outfit formulas that you can consistently wear that speak to your personal brand. Make it so that when someone's scrolling on social media and sees you, because of what you're wearing, they instantly recognize you and you're stopping the scroll because everyone's online, right? That's super important. And if you're not super online and you're a very offline entrepreneur, your clients and your vendors and everyone around you, they're going to consistently recognize you if you show up in fabulous suits, or if you wear really fun sundresses, or if you like to wear midi skirts, something that you consistently wear and you incorporate through all of your outfits when you're showing up as a business owner. That's how you create a signature style. You identify the direction you want your style to go in. You wear a particular color palette, whether that's clothes that are complementary to you as well as what's in your branding. You make sure that your outfits, align with your content creation schedule, and you always have outfit formulas in the back of your mind so that you can get dressed on autopilot.
I love that term, stop the scroll. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
So when we want to stand out, like for me, I have Dr. JACALYN on my necklace. I have a bracelet, Dr. JACALYN. I've seen people with yellow hats, yellow sunglasses. Are there accessories that we can incorporate into our everyday wardrobe to have us stand out, or is that too much?
It is not too much. If it's something that speaks to you, I love accessories. It's actually, I say accessories, jewelry, they're the unspoken hero of the outfit. They're absolutely able to pull something together that otherwise would be basic. So if you like to wear bling that has your name or maybe your business, you like to wear colors, you like to wear colorful hair accessories or big hair accessories, let that be part of your style. Let that be part of your brand, because again, it's going to bring that awareness and that remembrance back to you. And if it speaks to the fun, vibrant parts of your personality, all the better. That's what you want to do, is really make sure that your style shows off who you are on the inside.
So there's a call to action, invitation for people to personalize themselves and have themselves stand out.
Absolutely.
And typically, who do you prefer to work with? Is it online, in person, a combination of both?
It's a big combination of both. So, like I mentioned before, I started my business in the pandemic, which really helped me master virtual work and virtual styling. So I'm the biggest online shopper you'll ever meet. So I work both in person with clients in Los Angeles and Orange County, as well as virtually all over the country. I've got clients in New York, Texas, Philadelphia, Oregon, really all over, because everyone deserves to have a work to weekend wardrobe.
That's great. So there it is. There's another invitation for people all over the world. You can reach out to Mary. Mary, what I'm wondering is, I love that point that you made about as our business evolves, our wardrobe and our personal branding needs to evolve also. Is there some kind of, I don't want to say flow chart, but what is the determination of how and when to step up your branding with your wardrobe to match your business?
Absolutely. So, the first thing that you need to identify, if you feel like you are stuck in your style, you feel like you're stuck in a style rut, and what you have in those closet doors does not represent the business owner that you are, you need to recognize that your style does not match your level of success and it's time to upgrade and up level. The first thing you need to do is you need to audit your wardrobe and do a closet edit. So, that means removing everything that does not fit, flatter, or function for you. While you're doing that, you need to identify what I call your wardrobe gap list. So this is similar to a flow chart. What are all of the styles, the colors, the prints, the particular pieces, accessories, what's missing from your closet that would make you feel like not only you would create a standout brand when it comes to stopping the scroll and really showing up as a business owner, but what would make you feel confident in getting dressed every day? That's what's going to use your wardrobe gap list. And then using that, you shop based on that list alone. That really makes room for mindful, intentional purchases and a better investment in your wardrobe. The last thing I want to mention is making sure that you're wearing a color palette that not only speaks to your branding color, so I imagine red is one of yours, not only speaks to your branding colors, but colors that are complementary to you and prints that are complementary to you so that you're always able to create really effortless mix and match outfits. And lastly, when you're shopping, make sure that those clothes speak to who you are, your business values as a female entrepreneur, so that you can wear them on the weekend. And if someone comes up to you and you can hand out your card, you can also wear them when you're working from a coffee shop. Everything should be versatile and really easily mix and matchable so that you're always showing up as the best version of you are as a business owner.
Mary, I love what you're saying. I feel like you're speaking right to me again because I am really struggling. And I know people struggle like this. You go into the closet, sometimes there are clothes that have the ticket still on. We've never even worn them because that special time is coming, or I'm going to lose that weight. And it never ends up happening. Or there's something like I have a number of designer clothes from the 90s, Armani suits that I was wearing up until the pandemic. And I think to myself, well, they still look good. They don't fit quite the same, but maybe one day.
So that's what I call the someday style. And a lot of female entrepreneurs fall into this trap. The one thing I want to mention about the Armani suits that you have is that you should recognize that any fabulous tailor can take in or take out by two sizes. So those suits, if they serve you and your business for that purpose, they have potential to be fixed. But I see this all the time where people say, well, Mary, if I just lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds, I'll feel more comfortable investing in my style. And what I say to that is, do you feel comfortable right now wearing ill-fitting clothes that physically make you uncomfortable every day? What level of uncomfortability do you want to live in? Do you want to live in clothes that don't fit you and you feel uncomfortable and you're adjusting your clothes all day long? Or would you mind letting go of vanity sizing, not caring about the number and focusing on how things fit and just feel on your body? If you do that, if you let go of that and you let go of, well, I'm going to keep this dress because one day I'll be invited to a gala again, even though that hasn't happened since your pre-pandemic days, you don't need it. If it's not serving the life that you live currently, it doesn't deserve to live in your closet.
I'm applauding you. I'm laughing back here because what you're saying is spot on. Someday fashion. I had 7-inch heeled shoes that I was wearing. I just turned 60. So maybe when I was in my 40s, I was wearing them and I put them on. I can hardly walk. And I'm thinking, I'll just have them as sitting shoes. I'll wear flat shoes, go somewhere, put them on, and just sit there like that. But why would I want to be uncomfortable in shoes that are too high and they're too small? It makes no sense. But I've done this, Mary.
Yeah, you're speaking to the choir of my clients. I've heard this time and time again. I mean, like I said with shoes, if they're uncomfortable, you're not going to wear them and they're just going to sit in your closet. And look, if you want to wear your 7-inch heels while you're walking around your house all day because it makes you feel fire and super confident, do that. But if there's anything in your closet that doesn't fit you, I have a 3F rule. So fit, flatter, and function. If those clothes do not fit you, those shoes, those even like your accessories, if they're worn out, like you don't need them because you're not going to wear them and they're going to sit there taking up valuable space in your closet that could be put with other pieces that do. So if you look at rather the potential for your wardrobe rather than keeping all these things that are holding you back, that shift in your mindset is really going to help you develop your style over time.
Excellent. Thank you. I'd like to have you clarify some of the fashion faux pas rules, if they even exist anymore. So today in the United States, it's Memorial Day, and they're used to be a saying that you can't wear white until after Memorial Day. Does this still exist?
Oh, I feel like I was reading your mind when you said that. No, this doesn't exist. I think this is one of the dumbest fashion rules that people still subscribe to. And I can't actually recall the year, but I do know Anna Wintour said like 5 or 6 years ago that that's no longer a rule. Like I said before, everything in your closet you should be able to mix and match with ease. And that counts for those Labor Day whites. You should be wearing white in your wardrobe if it's a color that's complementary to you and your skin tone and your hair colors, or if it's something that speaks to your personal brand. If that's something that's in your closet that you want to wear all the time that you would feel confident wearing, wear it. It doesn't matter that you have to wait until Labor Day or before to wear it all throughout summer. There's a reason why there's winter whites, right? You can still incorporate white all throughout the year. I actually think it's a trans-seasonal color.
All right, that has been debunked. Forget it. That doesn't exist anymore. What about the bag matching the shoes?
Okay. I don't mind it. I actually do it for my clients all the time, but I will say it's not the highest form of style experimentation. You can absolutely do it, but you should be able to start incorporating, instead of the bag matching the shoes, what if your bag matched your sunglasses, or your bag matched your jewelry instead of always your shoes? You can actually do a 3-color outfit formula rather than a 2, so that those match, just to kind of get outside of your style comfort zone every once in a while.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very liberating. All right, what about another one? That your coat, if you're wearing a coat wherever you are in the world, some places it's winter, your coat has to be longer than your dress or your skirt.
I also don't completely subscribe to that as a stylist. Depending on the silhouette of the dress or the skirt, I actually like if the coat matches the hem of the skirt of the dress. So, for example, if you're wearing a sheath dress and you're petite, if your coat is longer than your dress, it's going to stub you and make you look shorter. If you are wearing an A-line skirt, so one that comes here at the waist and goes out, kind of like a triangle. In that case, you also would want the coat to match the length of the skirt so that it's not making you add more volume to your lower half. So there's instances where, depending on the silhouette, you actually want it to match rather than lengthen you.
Excellent. Thank you. I have so many of them. I'm just going to keep it to a short few. We'll
Go
get
on.
back to your business. What about the lipstick and the nails having to match?
Mm, You know what? I think that one's a little, I would say that one's a little outdated, and people don't need to subscribe to that one either. You can wear whatever lipstick, well, you need to wear lipstick that's complementary to your skin tone. So if you are cool toned, wear a cool toned lipstick, and if you are warm toned, wear a warm, and neutral, wear a neutral. When it comes to your nails, if you do gel, you have to remember those things last 2 or 3 weeks. So especially if you do like dip or anything more long lasting, think about it that way, is like, okay, how many outfits can I wear with these nails? Are they always going to match, rather than your lipstick? Think of your outfits with your nails and your lipstick. Always make sure it matches your skin tone.
Wow, that's fascinating. I've never heard that before. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about mixing? I've got pearls and then I've got diamonds. Can we do that? Can we put different metals together? It used to be only gold with gold, only silver with silver.
Well, I love mixing texture and tone. So with what you're doing, you've got bigger pearls and then diamonds, and then you can maybe do like a silver and a gold necklace. I'm all about it if it speaks to your personal brand. Like I said before, things that match your skin tone, so your skin undertone, right? Your warm, cool, or neutral. If you're neutral, you can wear gold and silver very easily, and it won't look off-putting. If you're cool toned, you want to wear silver, and if you're warm toned, you want to wear gold. And if you don't care about that at all, mix your metals. But if you want to wear metals that complement you and always make sure that you are shining and it makes your skin look really good, that's what I would say. But I love mixing metals and baubles and costume jewelry. It's all about adding fun to your wardrobe. And like I said, it's really the unspoken hero. Accessories and jewelry are the unspoken hero of the outfit.
I'm smiling again, Mary. Thank you.
I'm just
Now, for people, they're going to go through their closets and now they're going to eliminate some things, keep some things, and then they want to start buying some new things, but they're on a budget.
Mhm.
So, if you're on a budget, is there certain pieces you really should have?
So this is where, like I said before, the wardrobe gap list comes into play. The reason why I want to bring this up is because if you're looking at your closet, and I recommend doing this every season. Let's say you are looking right now at opening your closet and editing it for summer, and you want to make a list of all the things that you'd like to buy over time. The summer staples that I would absolutely say you need to have are linen so that you can stay cool because it's such a great fabric to wear in warm weather. So whether that's linen vests, linen blouses, linen dresses, I would absolutely make sure that you're incorporating linen and putting the polyester to the side for the warmer months so that you can stay cool. The other thing that I would say is wear cotton fabrics. So cotton button downs, cotton blazers, cotton sheath dresses. Those are things I would say to wear. And for shoes, this is a great time to up your sandal game as well as add some espadrilles into your wardrobe as opposed to wearing heels and normal wedges, or maybe something with raffia. So I love raffia for handbags and accessories as well as footwear for the summer.
Thank you, Mary. Great tips that you're giving.
Yeah.
I have another one, which is when I was working, I was dry cleaning everything. And then I became more environmentally conscious and started purchasing clothes that could be washed, could be laundered. But you know, when something's been dry cleaned so many times and you start to see the sheen is off of it, or you can just tell that it's time to get rid of it. But yet people keep holding on to it. Any advice you have there?
So if your clothes have been worn over time by actually the process of cleaning it at the dry cleaner, there's really not much life left in that. So unfortunately, sometimes dry cleaners, because they're working with so much product, they will shrink your clothes. And what that does is it shortens I'm going to try not to be a textile nerd right now. It shortens the fibers of the fabric so that you're seeing those lines and that sheen there. You can try to revive that with things like fabric spray, where it kind of puffs the fabric up a little bit more and can get rid of that sheen. But if you've got pieces, this goes for most things, but for dry cleaning specifically, if you've got pieces where you're seeing those lines and it shows up when you're looking at your clothes, you've got to get rid of it. You've got to donate it. There's no point in consigning that because somebody else wouldn't want to wear it.
Excellent. I noticed that when I was going through my own wardrobe, that was a reason just to get rid of something. Now, if you see that it's flawed in some way, or there's pulls, or it's over, is that something you want to donate, or what should we do with that?
Well, okay. Stains, I say you can donate because there are people out there. The resale community in fashion is one of the most booming community. I mean, it makes billions of dollars. There are people out there that will take clothes with stains and they'll be able to get those things out just because you can. If you have holes in your clothing, so like for example, like cashmere with like mothballs and it ruins your clothes, or just holes from like wear and tear, you can either try to like do quick sewing things and then donate it so that it has a better home in its next life, or you can put patches on clothes. Otherwise, I would say it's okay to still donate those styles, but if you have the time and the effort, you can make little stitches into holes. And with stains, just know that somebody that's really big in the resale, they'll be able to get that out if you can't.
Thank you, Mary. And I imagine that you can really transform someone's look from a before and after. Are there a story or two that you could share with us about how you really changed someone's life by the work you did with them?
Absolutely. So, speaking of women that went from corporate to entrepreneurship, I recently worked with a new real estate agent, and she was in a corporate job for years, and her whole closet was filled with skirt suits and pantsuits and things that she didn't want to wear as an agent because it didn't represent her market. And this goes for all female entrepreneurs. What she was also doing was she was wearing clothes that were just super frumpy. They were too oversized because she wasn't willing to wear clothes that flattered her figure. She didn't want to call attention to it. But when I did a body type analysis on her and showed her the exact cuts and silhouettes that she should be wearing, she started to say, wait a second, if I can wear clothes that fit and function on me and flatter my figure, I'm going to feel way more comfortable speaking to my brand as a real estate agent because I got to stand out in this market. So we shifted that. We invested in the right clothes by creating her wardrobe gap list. And this is all the work to Weekend Wardrobe Experience. And then we had a fitting, and we were putting all of these new, more business casual suits together, new sundresses, new jumpsuits, things that she hadn't worn before, but they were easy one and go outfit formulas to wear as an entrepreneur and as a real estate agent, that she felt so much more confidence. She said it was more confident than she had felt in actually 15 years in getting dressed. She knowing that she had everything she needed in her closet, nothing she did, everything served her, and she could put outfits together with one piece 3 ways because she learned that style framework from me in that program. And it was really, really remarkable because the biggest thing I love to do when working with female business owners is watch them empower themselves and step into that next level so that they can attract all the clients, all the business growth, all the opportunities that they need to take their business there as well.
Great examples. Thank you very much. What about hosiery? So it used to be when I started in corporate, you had to have the stockings on. You always had to wear stockings. That was in the dress code. And then people went from stockings to tights to all kinds of things. When is it requirement, I guess, that you have to wear hosiery? Is it weather dependent?
I believe it is weather dependent. So for my clients in New York, some of their dress codes for many of the executives that are working at like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, things of that nature, some of them have to wear that for skirt suits. Otherwise, I don't see it as often as maybe I did like 5 years ago. People are now more so moving towards things like leg sheen, where they can spray it on their legs to make their legs look consistent, cover some freckles, varicose veins, rather than adopting stockings. So I see that more. But the biggest thing with hosiery is making sure that people have the right shapewear as well, because I see that a lot where people are wearing ill-fitting clothes, and if they had the right shapewear underneath, whether it's a sheath dress, a pencil skirt, even a blouse that goes over bra fat, that's what I would adopt rather than hosiery.
I love it. I went to a conference and I saw so many women who were wearing very fitted, tight clothing that we could see pretty much everything, and they didn't have on any Spanx. I hate to just use the brand, but Spanx, I love it. Not a paid spokesperson. So I do think it's really important that if you are going to wear something that's really clingy and tight, that you think about that.
Yes, it's bras and shapewear are very forgotten in every woman's wardrobe, and they typically look at investing in their bras maybe every few years when they're like finally breaking and the boning's coming out. And with shapewear, in the instance that you're speaking about, that woman mostly really could have benefited from something, and I'll use Spanx again or Wacol, whatever really works for you, but things that go underneath the bra or that actually serve as a bra to smooth everything out. And of course, it's dependent on your figure and what problem areas you have, and also what you want to flatter in terms of your assets. But there's things like smoothing camisoles as well as midriff shapewear, anything that smooths out the lower half so you can do like the boy short kind if you're doing a skirt. There's different areas with shapewear, and Skims is another great example. You need to adopt shapewear into your workwear wardrobe if you're going to be wearing things that are tight rather than saving it for special occasions.
Thank you, Mary. I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting you. And I'd love to just put you on the spot because I do this. So, for me, in the work that I do, how am I showing up? What should I change? What should I add?
Hmm. I mean, gosh, I really like your outfit, so this is harder for me to identify something that you should be wearing. I would tell you to add maybe other colors other than red, but that you consistently wear. Because, like, we're talking about wearing colors and developing that branding palette, maybe add white. And I also think navy as a neutral is great, which is ironic that I'm being so patriotic.
Memorial Day, yes.
Day of all days. The other thing I think would be a great color for you would be light blue. So I would say to adopt that because I would really like to see that with the pearls. I think that would be fun. The other thing is switch out the jewelry sometimes. So if you're doing a necklace stack one day, maybe do delicate jewelry the second time and more fun earrings the next. So that you're balancing the proportions depending on what you're wearing. And also you're able to switch it up and still have fun with your jewelry game.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. One last question, because I know I've discussed this with many people whom we've interviewed, is I don't feel so great today. I'm putting on black. Does black have a place in our wardrobe as an entrepreneur?
Black has a place in your wardrobe, but I want everyone who's watching this to understand that it is not supposed to be your go-to color every single day because it makes you feel safe. Let's step outside of your style comfort zone, recognize that maybe, and you can see my mannequin back here with my color analysis swatch, black may not even be a complementary color for you. It actually might be really harsh. And when you're wearing black up top, it's the first thing that somebody sees. If it's making you sallow and tired, but you're wearing it because it's a safe color, look for another neutral. Look for an eggshell, a white, a brown, an ivory, something lighter, especially in these summer months, instead of always looking for black, because there are other colors that are soothing in that sense. If that's where you need that comfort, look for a better neutral, something that really drives you to get dressed and makes you feel motivated, but it doesn't have to be black. Navy is another great example of a darker neutral.
Excellent advice. Thank you. And to your point about just putting on black, because that's kind of the frame of mind, we don't have to step it up. When I put this on today because of the holiday, I thought, oh, I'm not really in this red empowerment mode with the red lipstick. But I feel better now that I put it on. I wanted to go to the black because that's what I do typically. But when you wear a color like this, I feel like your personality has to match it as well.
Oh, absolutely. So when we talk about color, as someone who studied fashion psychology, there's always color and meaning and messaging behind what you wear and the colors that you wear. So for red, red is a very passionate, fiery, energetic color. So when you're wearing that, that's exactly what you're doing. You're calling all the attention to yourself and you're energizing yourself. And if you had chosen black, you may not have shown up with the same energy today. You may not have felt as fiery and fun and energetic as you do in the red. So that's what I go back to, dressing with intention and dressing with that strategy. Is when you're looking at the colors you want to wear, are you feeling really low energy when you're getting dressed? Maybe take a piece, a bright fun pink or a green or a blue, whatever your favorite color is, that brings back that energy so you can consistently show up every day with high energy, high vibes. And that really starts with color.
Thank you, Mary. I have to say, I'm very impressed with your knowledge and your expertise. I want everyone to reach out to you because you have so much to share. We only have so much time in the show, so I hope that you'll come back. But our personal branding, what we wear and how we're showing up, people remember that. And sometimes people will want to work with us just because they like the way we look, or they like the sense of energy that we're getting from how we carry ourselves. And I think also the way we stand. I found that I used to stand like this kind of, now I work on my posture, but people are looking at these things, and you have this knowledge and expertise that you can work with someone so they can be feeling and showing up as their best selves.
Thank you. Absolutely. I would love to come back again. Posture is something that I forget even myself because I'm working from a computer most days if I'm not in somebody's closet or out shopping. So that's a great one to keep in mind. But yes, it's all about remembering that as a business owner, as a female entrepreneur, you are a walking billboard for your brand. And that counts with the outfits that you wear and the things that you show up in, because it carries into your energy and how you speak and how you attract opportunities and clients into your life to grow your business and get to that next level. You can always use your style, your personal image as a tool to get there. And I can help you do that as a personal stylist.
Well, I look forward to having you come back because I'd like to talk to you about some other things like I wear false eyelashes because this is what I'm doing, but I see people wearing false eyelashes working anywhere and everywhere. They seem to be prolific. I see people with 2 or 3 tone hair. I see people with different styles of makeup, maybe even some kind of art that they have, tattooing. We could go on and on. There's so many different topics. So, Mary, what is the best way for people to reach you and to hire you to talk about how you could have an opportunity to connect? And who would you like to reach out?
Absolutely. So, if you are a female business owner, a female entrepreneur, whether you are new or whether you are seasoned, and you want your style to match your level of success, but also be able to create effortless everyday outfits, you can reach out to me at marykomick.com, which is in the signature here, or you can also find me on Instagram at maryk.style.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. And I personally have learned so much. And I'm going to take my emotions aside and I'm going to look at the closet in a completely different way. So thank you for giving me that encouragement and confidence.
I love that. Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to sharing more style tips and expertise again here.
Absolutely. We look forward to having you back. Thank you, Mary.
Bye.
Bye. Please do reach out to Mary. I think she and I connected on LinkedIn, which just goes to show you that social media really does work. So please reach out to her and get some tips, get some expert advice, because I know just myself that I've spent a lot of time working on my branding. Our website happens to be red, and I have usually red nails, red lips all the time. And that's part of my branding, along with my hair jewelry, my necklace, and my bracelet. So there's some things that I've invested because I feel good. I feel like I'm representing myself and who I am, and I'm consistent in that. So I hope that you find what works for you. If you're a woman in business and you'd like to join us and be a guest and share your story of the value you're bringing to this world, we'd love to have you. Go over to our website, usaglobaltv.com/book your session. Book your session. All right. Thank you again. We'll be right back with A Woman's Prerogative. Bye for now.